Okay, more than the whānau. Just about to go for a ride, so. Right. Name's Korza. I'm 34 years old. Christian for about three and a half years now. And I'm starting up basically my very own, with the Lord's help of course, kind of role to increase suicide awareness. I'm a big believer, massive believer, only because I used to be suicidal. I'm going to start day one off, which is the first, with my testimony. So, before I start, what's the very first thing that hits you when you hear the word suicide? What's the very first thing? For many it's different. For me it was fear. The first word that came into my head, that came into my heart when I heard suicide, when I was suicidal, was fear. And what do you do when you're scared? What do you do when you're terrified? You either run, you hide, or you use something to block it out. I was suicidal for quite many years. Like, yeah, whoever was suicidal, or if you still are, honestly, you need to hear this. Suicide is probably one of the most silent killers that I know. It honestly is. You can't hear it. Sometimes you can't even see it. That's how bad it is. Sometimes suicidal can also be so fast that it can be not even seen from you. That's why it's so important to make suicide awareness so vital that it's out there. We all know it's out there, but what does it actually look like? How do you stop it? Well, it's simple. You do something like I'm doing. Post about your own suicidal thoughts that you used to have, or that you do have still, if you have any. Post it. Share it. The more you hide, the more you give authority to suicide to actually succeeding. Okay? Why I'm so dominant about trying to really share the truth about what suicide can do, it doesn't just wreck you. It wrecks your entire family, you know? And then guarantee you're going to share that. Your suicidal thoughts and your whole life about you being surrounded in just that word, your family's going to wonder why. And then they're gonna think, why didn't he tell me? Well, for starters, suicidal is so strong that it actually holds your mouth. It can hold people's mouth to a point where you just can't speak, because you're so down in the word suicide, like emotional wise and all kinds of stuff like that, that's all you see. Sometimes you don't even know how to say hello when you're a suicidal person. You just don't know. I'm not gonna go handy about the whole medical side of it, because to be honest, that's not irrelevant. It is, but I mean, the first thing is, what if people don't know their side? So I'm just gonna say straight away, suicide sucks. It sucks. And you know, the bad thing about it is, the worst cases of suicide is actually our youth. Now, isn't the youth the time where you actually start to live? Where you realise, oh, okay, what am I going to do with my life? Well, suicide eliminates that straight away. And youth has the highest number. I ain't going to go into stats either. Our lives start when we become, you know, aware that we one day got to leave home. Why my suicide started was because my father died. Okay? Father died. I did have many chances to get to know him, but I just didn't. And let's be straight up. Now, in order for me to share this testimony, I had to be at peace with it, because the last thing I want to do is break down crying, proving that I'm not strong enough. Well, I'm sorry, but according to God's word, I am. So they test me about that. Yeah, I blamed myself for my dad's death, because I stole a bone carving while I was at a college in Palmy off a bro that I should have respected. This was years ago. And as the Māoris would say, oh, that's tapu to steal stuff. Yeah, it is. But the truth is, it's not tapu, it's wrong. There's the truth right there. When you know it's wrong, you have to accept the fact that you did wrong. You don't need someone saying it's tapu to say it's wrong. So I did wrong. But in saying that, I believe that I was the reason why my dad had cancer. Now, because I was so down about the loss of my father, I put that as the reason for his death, above his cancer. I'm not the one that gives him cancer, so you'd be amazed what kind of spirit's trying to speak into my head about telling me, no, I wasn't cancer, it was you, boy. You know, this is one pure example that can actually lead to suicide, where you start believing lies. You know what the truth is, but the thing is, some people find it so hard to believe the truth because they don't know what the truth looks like. They've been surrounded in pain all their life, like I was. Now, when I say I was, it means that it's no longer. I declare that in Jesus' name, straight up. Suicide, absolutely, I can't stand it, because what it does is it destroys families, it destroys your life, it actually puts a bad name in some of the countries around the world. You know, it's sad that some people say, oh, this town has the most highest rate of murders and stuff like that. You know, suicide's right up there everywhere, but the thing is, sometimes it becomes a topic where that's all people see. Yo, show some love, man. First thing, show some love. My encouragement to every single one of you is right now, and I mean right now, honestly, do it straight away. Check on your kids. Simply ask them, are they okay? And no matter what answer they say, straight after that, say, I'm here. I love you. Alright? Every time you do that, it gives them more reassurance to know that there is help out there. Sometimes work and shit like that throws that out. But the thing is, what's more important? Your kids' well-being? Your well-being? Or what? You know? It sucks that people don't know how to talk to their kids because they're still stuck in their own crap. Sometimes you have to be selfish to fix yourself so that you can go to your kids. Okay? Be selfish, man. You have to take ownership of your own crap. Straight up. How I overcame suicide? I simply opened up. Now, I got to a point where I had to open up to God. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know. I didn't know what the heck that looked like. Well, we all know God, but do we actually know God? Hey, do we actually know God? What are you scared of that? What are you honestly scared of about God? Well, I was one of those people. Straight up, I really was. I was one of those people who used to think that, nah, I'm not good enough for God. God wouldn't want me because of all the things I've done. You know, I wouldn't be forgiven. That's a stupid lie. And I've learned that ever since I've been Christian. Everything like that, every thought that is wrong, every thought that feels bad is not God. Why we go that way, I finally understand why. It's because we've been stuck in pain. We've been stuck in pain forever, and that's all we see. It's become our default. If you don't know what default is, I'll stop speaking Chinese. Basically, it becomes your normal everyday thought, everyday feeling. That's default. So you need to unfault and know that you ain't a fault, full stop. Hey, come on, someone give me amen. Come on, say it out loud. Be unashamed. Be real. So yeah, this is only day one, man. If you're real about suicide, share it however you want, but also share this as well for people who don't know how to speak. Straight up. I just prayed for all of farming that people start reaching out to our youth. And when I mean reaching out, it doesn't mean like, it doesn't mean reminding them of their wrongs. That's not reaching out. It doesn't mean bringing them into a place where you know it's wrong. It doesn't mean giving them smokes. It doesn't mean giving them alcohol. It means loving them for who they are despite what they're going through. That's what reaching out is. I didn't even have to be a Christian to say that. But I love being Christian, and it's just the way I am, and I'm stuck like that, and I won't change. So yeah, if you fellas need anything, man, honestly, another thing as well, go to a church, Christian church, straight up. The churches here in Palmy are the bomb. It doesn't matter which one you go to, because the thing is, we are all one body serving under one Lord, not millions like Tumatoing and all that. Nah, we're under one God, one. And I'm going to say that. And that one can destroy every single thing that is not of God. Now, a lot of people out there that listen to this know the difference between what is God and what is not. Hey, come on, be honest. Be straight up. The only way you're going to fight suicide is when you're going to be straight up. When you got to really say to people, I need help. This whole era of staunchness is also a blockage. If you guys are so hard, how come you can't ask for help? If you're so brave and so strong, why can't you ask for help? Honestly. So yeah, I encourage you fellas to really go out there, look for a church and start. Make sure it's a Christian one, because the Christian ones around here are legit, man, honestly. If you don't know what churches, man, I can recommend some, but there's so many to choose from. You know, you've got Salt, you've got House of Breakthrough, you've got Legacy, you've got Gathering. Oh, right. You've got Vision. Did I say Life? Oh yeah, you've got Life. You've got C3 Church. We're all under one God, not heaps. You only need to listen to one God, and that God is the truth. Jesus will save your butt, man, straight up. And that's my testimony. If it wasn't for Jesus, I'd be dead by now, straight up. I would honestly be dead, because no man could even save me. No man. I pretty much gave authority to the devil to tell me, nah, I believe he said, and I know that no man will save me. But yet, I didn't say that God can't save me, because he can. But I just didn't speak it. And now I'll say it proudly. He'll save every single person right now if you let him in. No one said that Christianity walk was going to be easy, but it ain't. But every time you beat a storm, man, you'll be amazed just the power of Jesus, that what he can do in your life. Straight up. I will support suicide awareness any way possible, even if it's doing something simple like this, because it's simplicity that Jesus wants you to do. The simple message, which is love one another. And man, I'm doing this because I love to support suicide awareness. So that's me. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go. And I'm hoping that everybody that sees this spreads the word. Don't just think that it's just me that's doing this. There's many people out there. But also, you be the lighthouse for people too. No matter what that looks like. In Jesus' name, amen. Yo, have a good day.